There is a shift happening on the planet right now. It's been coming for thousands of years, and it's finally reaching the top of the iceberg. And it is this. It's a shift in women's bodies, women's psyches, in their beliefs, and in their actions. It's the shift from a victim mentality to that of true power dynamics. It's something we have not known in this generation or the last, or even before that, your great-grandmothers, your great-great-grandmothers. We didn't have the safety to express our true truth without bumping up against fear, bumping up against punishment or withdrawal of resources, or even worse. But what we're seeing right now is a crumbling of the systems that are designed, that were built to keep this victim mentality intact. And what I'm hearing, what I'm working a lot with women right now, is breaking out of the perfectionism of the good girl architecture, the good girl archetype that has kept you in patterns of trying to please, looking for approval, looking for validation, looking for permission from a world outside of yourself, a world that demands conformity and fitting in. Take, for example, just the critical self-thoughts that you sometimes have about your body, about shame, about not feeling good enough or feeling too much. Think about that anger that wants to express itself, because you know that anger gives you truth, it gives you clarity, and yet it gets stuffed back down and it becomes an aching stomach. It becomes painful muscles, and it becomes a tight throat and a diminished light. Take, for example, eating disorders. There is still an epidemic. How is that, with all the best treatments available, and the books, and the everything, the education? And yet the stats keep going up. What is happening? What's happening is this unconscious goldfish bowl that we live in that tells us that in order to survive, you have to be, act, and behave a certain way that requires obedience. Obedience is not natural for a human body. A human body comes into this world wanting to express, wanting to explore, wanting to expand in all the perfect ways. And that doesn't mean having a get your next $1 million month. For you, that might be tending to your garden, or having a great conversation based on truth and exploration and curiosity. Maybe it means making a video like this because you no longer give a rat's ass about what people think of you. This is when you can truly step into your truth beyond the victim mentality and into true power dynamics. Not in a way that's like a toddler having a temper tantrum out there, but in a way that takes that flame, that desire, that fire that's in your belly, and cools and distills it down to the hottest alchemized substance that it can possibly be. And when you feel that cooling in your body, that's what rises into tower power. That is the reemergence, that is the resurrection of the divine feminine on this planet right now. And it may mean wearing, a flowy dress and love like flowing in the wind. That's all beautiful. But it's not just that. In fact, your version is going to be so unique, so powerful, because it's based on your own soul's blueprint. And when you tap into that, like I have tapped into it, it will not let you down. Ever, ever. It has your back. It's never going to reject you. And as you fuel that cool yin black fire, that's That's what really rises as a tower and will topple anything that's not real that gets in its way. That's what I'm interested in. That's what lights me up. And if you are interested in this shift that's going to happen in 2026, then join me. Leave me a comment, leave me a like, send me a message, and I'll make sure that you learn more about my upcoming course that's going to start in January. And if this really resonates for you, but it's not in your ballpark right now, that's okay, because others will be rising before you. And before you know it, you will be swept up in this tide, because this tide is unstoppable. It's going to take everyone with us, and it's going to weed out what was not created in truth. The truth of your power, the truth of who you are, that you are a shining light here for a brief fireball moment on this planet, and you're here to be you. True authenticity is true power. That's what excites me. I hope you'll join me.